Trey, the commission and I are back. This time we're talking about likely losers and stewards, you know, in dynasties. And commission, I'll let you start off, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think for Stewart, you look at the offseason questions, and let's not forget Stewart's a champion here. Won it in 2020, but 2020 does seem like so long ago, and it also begs the other offseason question: is it time for a rebuild? And the last question there was looking at the wide receiver room, and maybe that might point towards a rebuild. He's got Stephon Diggs, but after that, he's really, maybe Jerry Jeudy, but he's got nothing else after that. And I think that raises big questions, especially when you look at most of the teams in Dynasty. Wide receiver is definitely a strength. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, he's got pick 6. We'll see what he does in the draft.
Yeah, I do like KJ Osborne. He's not no stud over there, but he's definitely a decent depth. Jerry Jeudy. I actually didn't completely forgot about KJ Hamler, even when we were talking about Tim Patrick earlier this week about who's the breakout candidate. I completely forgot about KJ Hamler. For him, he does have Derek Carr. Derek Carr is getting an upgrade in wide receiver targets there. Matt Ryan, I think he's also going to do okay this year. Yeah, moving over to Indy. Indy does have good wide receivers, has a stud running back. So he might get some production from there. Looking at his running back room, Dalvin Cook, James Conner, Melvin Gordon, Ram Stevenson, Michael Carter. And honestly, I think Melvin Gordon, Stevenson, and Carter might be, they're at least going to be in a committee, in my opinion. I think Jets draft a high Walker maybe, or Spiller or something like that to go along with Carter. Gordon, obviously, he got Williams over there. So he only has 2 really stud running backs. Tight ends, he does have Zach Ertz, Higbee, and my big favorite, OJ Howard going to Buffalo. I think that's a great move for OJ Howard. So I think he's going to have pretty good, decent tight ends as well. He's just cutting a few wide receivers. But then if we kind of go over to his picks, he does have a first round. He has 6 overall. He did have 3rd. He did switch that into, or 4th. He did switch that in the trade for Michael Carter for 6th. He doesn't have a 2nd rounder. He has a 3rd. He has 4 fourths, or 3 fourths, 2 fifths, and a 6th rounder. So he's not drafted in 7 or 8. So you would think 70 and 84 are definitely his tight end, his defense and kicker slots. I voted, is he a loser? I voted no, but I don't think he's a winner either. I think he might sneak into the playoffs, but I don't think he's definitely going to do much after that.
Yeah, I would probably agree with you. I voted he would be a loser. Some people voted they didn't even care, which was really surprising. Which really shows what's happened here with Stewart. Again, me and you look back at it. We've always said, how the hell was he a winner anyway in the first place? I think looking at the quarterback situation for him, I think Matty Ice probably goes to a better situation in Indianapolis than he had in Atlanta, so that might help him. But again, Derek Carr, I'm not that big of a fan of, but obviously Devontae Adams is going to help his numbers, you got to think. And,
of course,
hopefully those are going to be some guys that will obviously drive some points for him. And he does have some early round picks here. And, he traded 2 spots back to get Michael Carter, which I mentioned to you, I thought was a great trade for Stewart because he's still going to get a great wide receiver there to help the wide receiver room. And clearly that's going to have to be the pick at pick 6.
Yeah, 100%. The problem, for him moving back to 6th, if he was stayed at 4, he could have probably drafted, Wilson or somebody along those lines, or Jameson. The question, it really comes down to, what does he think Burks is going to do at 6? Because if Burks is, if as projected to be Deebo Samuel Light, which is a great pick at 6, but is he going to be, Trey Sermon as he went last year at 6 overall in our draft as well, and hopefully, it doesn't hurt him as that bad.